Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To blow my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock the party and come correct. All cuts are on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to flow and to elect. And other rappers can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
Back in 1955, man didn't know about a rock and roll show. No, that guy. White man had the schmaltz, black man had the blues. No one knew they was going to do what Tchaikovsky had to do. Oh, let me rock. You know what I want. I love rock and roll. Put a lot of time in a jukebox, baby. And it came to pass, the rock and roll was born. Love across the land, every rock and band going up the stone. And the guitar man got famous, the business man got rich, and everybody was a superstar with a singing rich. Oh, let me rock. I just don't know what I want. I love rock and roll. Put a lot of time in a jukebox, baby.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
Yes,
What is it?
I
What is going on, everybody? This is the Ocean Cup 2025. We have a triple header for you today. We have game one. We have starting Payne's Armada versus SOA. Game two at 3:15 will be YOLO versus Joker Nord. Game three will be at 4 o'clock. DHL versus DFS. I am back being your commentator for the 3 games that are going to be shown to you today. I was the commentator over at the Summer Cup 2025, if you don't remember. I am back. First game, first Ocean Cup's 5 games. The first game, Payne's Armada versus SOA. That's gonna be a one doozy of a game. Let me tell you that. They are almost ready to pick their ships. Been a while. It's been a while since I commentated a game, so my settings on the stream are, I don't remember where they are. Yes. Let's get that smoke out of the way. So over here on Payne's Armada, we got Potato Meeps, 6 Feet Deep, KWA, Halo, Big Sip, Angel Rambo Jr., Dr. Idaloo, Galaxy Wolf, Killer Priest, and the Miv. Over at SOA, we got Rogue, Kaiser Zen, IQW, GG, oh, here they go, Don Rico, Darth, Ellison. Let me just pause it right here. Okay, so Payne's Armada is picking Vampire 2, Daring, Kleber, Brisbane, Stalingrad, Des Moines, Loria, Prusen, Conqueror. Over on SOA, we got Vampire 2, Daring, Kleber, Good and Lou, Venezia, Des Moines, Brisbane, Loria, and Ohio. So we have 3 POVs today. We got 2 from Payne's Armada, and we have 1 from SOA. I will try and stay on where the action is. So Potato Meep and the Vampire 2 is going to be spotting at B. Angel Rambo is going to be spawning over here at A. His delay is, I think he's like a little bit delayed after Meeps. And then we have Kaiser Zan and the Des Moines over here at C for SOA. Now there is a delay on this stream, providing it to you guys, just so the enemy team doesn't go over and watch the stream, and or somebody else on these 2 teams are watching the stream and they stream peek and they see it, and they see where the enemy DDs are and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why there's a delay. I can't see chat. I can't interact with chat. So if you're saying hello, hello. But that's the reason for the delay. So SOA is going to be having each DD in each cap. We're going to be putting a DD in B, A, and C. They're swapping over their cruisers from B and C. Kaiser Zan's coming over here to support the C cap with his radar. Let's see where the Payne boys are going. Okay, looks like Rambo's going to be contesting B cap. They are going to put a DD in A and C. SOA is already in there capping. There's the radar from Payne's Armada over at C cap. DD gets spotted. I wonder if Payne's Armada is going to throw in a a cruiser in that sea island. I feel like we need some tiny little background music, because it does get a little boring when there's no music. So it is contested. It's Guden Lu, but Guden Lu is not in the cap, so it must be a destroyer somewhere else. It's you see his twist and track pointing a little left, so the enemy SOA DD is on the left of B. Don't see Angel Rambo running a Kleber often. His detectability is 5-4. There goes Idalu with the radaring the B cap. It must be Idalu over here to the right of Angel. Angel's not going to open fire on the vampire because the Guden Lu is looking right at him. Oh, now he is going to open fire. No shots from the Guden yet. But here comes some airdrops. Missed him with the airdrops. Guden is yet to use his guns. Oh, there's a shot from the Guden. Angel's down to half health. Now he's down to 10,000 health. He's still taking shots. Blind fire from Guden. Angel's down to 9,000 health, but he has done 7,000 damage to that enemy vampire. I don't think that's a good trade-off. But he does get the cap, and he's going to get out of dodge now. Let's go check in with Kaiser. Yeah, their vampire is up, and their daring is only got 5,000 health left. Looks like Kaiser got 1,600 damage off of the DD that he radared in C. Looks like Kaiser, I think he's running he's got to be running a zombie build with Azrael and Yoshino, because he's got the 5 heals. Yes, that must be it. So SOA controlling the C cap. Pain's Armada has the A and B cap. B cap is being contested though. Radar by Brisbane. I think the Brisbane is over at A. Don't think anything is going on right here, so let's switch over to somebody else. Okay, here's Potato Meep. Meep does successfully have the A cap. Yeah, he is in the vampire. Love this boat. Vampire, my favorite DD, the best DD at legendary tier. Just gonna throw that out right now. Guden Lu has switched from the left island. Now he is on the right island. I don't think Angel should be capping or should be contesting B anymore. You could easily have your cruiser sit there and contest it while you. We saw the daring over here on A from SOA is pretty low, and now he's going to be even lower because Meep's got him in his crosshairs. Good shots by Potato Meat. That daring from SOA is very, very low. So SOA taking 3 battleships and 4 cruisers, while Payne's Armada is taking 3 battleships. Well, SOA is taking 2 battleships, 4 cruisers. Payne's Armada taking 3 with 3 cruisers. Switch over. Not much happening over here. Not much happening over there. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left. 4:56 to 4:32. This game is slowly brewing. Oh, Kaiser didn't use any of his radars. He still has 3 left. Miv out there trying to get Kaiser off this little island here. And don't worry, if something does happen that we miss, we'll just go back to that POV. Like, say, Angel or Potato Meat kill somebody, or Kaiser kill somebody, and we're not on his POV. We'll go back to their POV, and we'll give you an instant replay. It's a new feature. New feature I added to the channel. That's where I go back to the video and I rewind. Darren gets spotted again. Don Rico's pushing in with the Ohio. .501 to 528, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. Nobody went down. Everybody is playing super passive. They're not. Payne is not getting any points from the B cap since it is just being contested. It's being contested over here at A also. So the why SOA has more points than Payne's Armada right now is because nobody has been contesting the C cap and points have been ticking for SOA. Vampire gets spotted over here. Potato Meat's going to take some shots at him. He's not smoking up, so I think this Ohio sees him on the left. I don't know if he notices the Ohio on the left. Now he smokes up. I think I said Azerlane Hoshino, which I didn't mean to say Azerlane Hoshino. Godzilla is just an idiot. Sometimes I'll mess up my words. I talk really fast, and it's this is all live, you know. I'm saying this all live, so I will definitely mess my words up. But definitely throw it in the comments below and correct me or make fun of me, whichever. Don Rico's gonna take some shots. 570 to 591 with only 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Something's got to happen over here for either team. I mean, it's so close. Any ship that goes down, the other team will instantly be in the lead. Now we have the other DD from Payne's contesting C-Cap. Stopping those points, but now we have SOA capping B-Cap. But now we're seeing the battleship from Payne's and B and A, both playing very aggressively now. So we're going to see a lot of action over here on A and B side right now. Not so much anything happening over at C. Payne is capping C, and it looks like they might cap it. If, yep, they are going to cap it. So now they control A and B. Meep spotted. Here comes the vampire. Here comes the drops from the Guden. 55 seconds remaining, 666 to 606. Now SOA needs 2 ships to go down with 45 seconds left. I think this game is going to be over. Oh, Angel almost taking a torp. See Kaiser. Unfortunately, that's going to be the game. It was a very uneventful game. Very, very uneventful game. Takanashi. Yeah, she's not part of Azerlane. What am I talking about? Yeah, very, very uneventful game. I get that people play passively and it's just a sit in the cap and but for both teams, you guys need your highlights. You need your wow moments. You need to give the people a show. That was a very boring game. I almost fell asleep. Oh man, I hope something else happens this next game. SOA's got to play aggressive. Now that Payne is up 1, Payne doesn't have to. Well, Payne wasn't playing aggressive either, so Payne could just lay back 2. But it's the things you do in comp. It's the things you do on your POV that I understand. You can't do a lot of cool stuff in a destroyer. You're not getting a lot of action, but I guess I just want to see those battleship dev strikes. I want to see those cruisers pop. I want to see crazy stuff happening. That's how people remember your name. That's how you make a name for yourself. So we're gonna take a little break. Oh, okay, never mind. Here we go. Going right in. We pause it here. So Payne's Armada is taking Vampire 2, Daring Kleber, Minotaur this time, Des Moines, Brisbane, Conqueror, Loria, Prusen. Team 2 over at SOA is going to be taking the Shimakaze, Vampire 2, Daring, Venezia, Des Moines, Brisbane, Loria, Ohio, Louisiana. So obviously Louisiana wasn't banned for SOA. I would just guess that obviously both teams banned the Gdansk. And maybe so I don't know who they banned for SOA, because SOA used a Guden. And SOA is now using a Louisiana. So I don't know the other ship. I don't know. I don't have the list in front of me of the banned ships, but if you don't see a ship being played, maybe that one's banned. I don't know. So Rambo's going to go over and contest C. They're going to put a DD in B. They're going to put a DD in every cap. Let's go see what all right, Meep's the one spawning in the middle. And let's see where SOA's strategy is going to be. They're not putting a DD in C. The DD, I think they might be swapping, but that's going to take too much time. I think it's a waste of time. Maybe they're going to Wolfpack the DD and B together. Kaiser already spotted. He's got 10-1 concealment. And he's lagging a little bit. Doesn't have twist and track either. So this is what you give up when you're taking the zombie build Hoshino. Is you're losing twist and track, you're losing your stealth radar, but you are gaining 5 heals and just being a lot more tankier. If this game is going to go anything like the last game, SOA's DDs cannot, they can't go around the islands. They can't waste time. If this game is going to go exactly like the last game, where it's such a snooze fest, where it's just players contesting, whoever gets in the cap now. Like, see, Payne has already got B cap. They're already ticking points. If this game goes like the last one, they're going to win. Radar from Brisbane. I don't even know where the Brisbane is. Oh, Brisbane's over at C. Oh, these guys are going to dodge it. He's going to take 1 torpedo. But Kaiser is, with this build he's got running on, he's going to be back up in no time. Back up in the, tis but a scratch for Kaiser. They are radaring his DD off to the left of him. But he should be okay to dodge a lot of shells. There's the radar, counter radar. Daring spotted, there's Priest. Priest perfectly smoking up right at the edge of Kaiser's radar to get out of dodge as soon as he pops it. I think these are 2 great reasons why the Daring and the Vampire are such good DDs for this map and even any map, just for those single fire torpedoes. Are able to snatch anything, any cruiser that's sitting waiting to radar something, It's much easier to torp them and get some damage. I think Kaiser's going to back up, and I think he's going to chill out for a little bit. He's going to heal up. He's got 3 heals left. He just popped his 4th. Well, popped his 2nd out of 5. Let's go check on the other boys. We got Potato Meep. He's at 10,000 health. He's still on the B cap. Is it being contested? I think so. Looks so. I assume so. Enemies capturing B. Yep, so now it is contested. $372 to $300. Pains Armada has a 75-point lead. 10 minutes left in the game. Pains Armada 1. SOA 0. In case anybody's joining short, that's the score. I'm sure you could ask in chat. Chat will tell you anything you want. Jim Leahy and Godzilla, just ask him whatever you want. Now we have SOA's Vampire has him on sonar. Nope, not anymore. Oh, those were some SAP shells. Good thing Potato Meep didn't pull out any farther. But in 20 seconds, Meep's got his sonar. And when Potato Meep gets under 6,000 health, his Steadfast Soldier will come in handy and come into play. It's almost an advantage to get the Vampire at low health, you know? Like, I could start the game on my Vampire with 5,000 health and still not even worry, you know? Because the lower damage Meep is taking, the less damage he's going to take. Does that make sense? I just woke up. The lower damage he takes is the less damage he takes. You heard it here first. This is a very slow-paced game, so we're having fun. We're having fun with telling jokes. Here's the radar. Here's a radar by the Minotaur. I think let's go check over on Angel Rambo's POV. Oh, that's Kaiser. Where's Rambo's? Oh, here's Rambo's. Rambo down to 4,900 health. Galaxy Wolf taking the aggressive approach. He's going to dip into this channel. SOA's battleship is pretty low. Shimakaze gets spotted from the Des Moines radar. Yeah, I think Galaxy Wolf went down. Took a nasty shot. 423 to 300. 463. Big Sip takes out Louisiana. And it looks like SOA's other battleship is also very low. Don Rico's only got about 5,000 health left. He might go down soon. He's trying to back up. Unless Payne's battleship from B has a shot on him, and it looks like he does, because Big Sip takes the Ohio out of the game. That's 503 to 180. I think I'm just going to call the game here because based on the first game, I don't think anything else is going to happen. SOA needs to play super aggressive. They need to play super aggressive now because they are down 2 ships. They got a lot of points to catch up. Meep's very low. Maybe they could push Meep in the middle. Here comes the Vampire 2 on Meep. They are going to play the circle game. I see over there on my peripheral vision Kaiserzan pushing out. Let's go see what he's doing. Where is it? There's Kaiser. Oh, I thought he was pushing out. He's not. Let's go back over to Meep because it was a. I think something's going to happen. I think something might happen. Something might happen that we can all watch. Vampire and Vampire, they're about to cross the corners. I don't know yet. Oh, here comes Venezia. He goes, hi, remember me? Meep does have a smoke. I don't think the SOA's Daring has a sonar. It's going to be tough to take that Vampire out. But I think the highlight of this game was Knoppers coming over in the Venezia and getting a good shot on Meep. That's the only thing we saw. We can't really comment on anything. We didn't see anything else happen. That's the coolest part. MVP Knoppers. MVP Knoppers, SOA. Calling it right now. I think the Vampire of SOA went down. Meep could tank all day. Well, he is using a Steadfast Soldier, so somebody is within his 5-5. Not anymore. I think Kaiser went down. Got a wall of torpedoes coming at Knoppers. So I'm going to take one of them. Oh, Kaiser's not playing cameraman. Down goes Knoppers in the Venezia. Yeah, that was a quicker game than the first one. Oh, one little straight torpedo. Whoa! That was a close one. Skimmed right past his butt. We're just waiting for the final countdown. Pain is going to take 2 wins. They're going to take the matches. And that's game. Best out of 3. This isn't a knockout round or anything, so both teams are going to come back. You will see them again. Next up in 25 minutes, because it's only 2:30. We need another. We gotta wait for 3 o'clock. No, we gotta wait 3:15. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do for for 30 minutes? What a delay on the stream. Oh, we do have a clip to show you.
Hey, Nestram and Sennas.
So we got a video from Daniel from Joker Nord. Come on, computer, do stuff. There we go.
Hey, Nestram and Sennas. Great you can host our match today. So, I was thinking about doing a quick brief about my thoughts before the match. So let's
So
have
his
a look at my
thoughts
screen
before the match.
and have a look at it. We're gonna broadcast 2 of our angles. It's gonna be my perspective, and we're also gonna broadcast Jostan's perspective. He's a flex player, so he might play cruiser or BB.
Wait, I don't know if he wants me to show this. Does he want me to show this? I don't know if he's giving me his strategy or what. Okay, cool. Just making sure it's not his strategy or something. All right, let's go back.
So for today's match, we're playing YOLO. The Italians, we played against them quite many times. We know them really well, even from back in the days where they were RMI. So I think that no, they have banned Gdansk and Z52, which kind of puts us in a dilemma because we're kind of out of good DDs. So we had considered going double DD, but we might just stick with the safe triple DD. We haven't really figured out our plan. We have 45 minutes for strategy briefing that starts in 5 minutes. So yeah, a bit intense now before the game starts, and they're looking forward to it.
They banned Gdansk and Z52. Those are some odd choices. Well, Gdansk is a gimme, but Z52, I mean, you could work around a Z52. Maybe their Z52 player is one hell of a player, and that's why they need to ban it. I've seen that before, but all right, those are the 2 bans.
So we have Gudenlöv and Louisiana available, but
Two awesome
if we use
picks.
both, we can only have one radar, which is
That's true.
kind of it's not enough. We need at least two radars, and we know that EOLO plays. They play really off meta stuff. You know, the team there is really creative. Twilight Phoenix they can go like with one round with one build, second round with something completely different, and you know third map they might even go secondaries. I'm really impressed with how they play. They're really creative, but I'm hoping that we can manage to cope with them somehow. So yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. We have set up 4 alternatives, so we're gonna discuss it now. And not sure we can go 3-3-3, 3 DDs, 3 cruisers, and 3 battleships. Have a lot of firepower, or we can go with some quad cruisers. We're interested in having a Venezia. We saw yesterday's match where Odsini had like a huge hit on the C52, and like it's really tempting to have Artas and Venezia. And yeah, we'll see what we end up with doing. But it's going to be a great match, and thank you for streaming our match, and good luck with the stream.
That was Daniel Stotts from Joker Nord. He is one of the comp players on Joker Nord. We're going to see them next. Put up the kitty cam next. There's no cats in the bed right now, so there's no kitties there. We're not going to be doing any interviews. So Task Force Kraken versus Painkillers. They 2-0'd Painkillers. Just found that out. We're going to bring Wally in as our co-commentator now. What's up, Wally?
Hey,
Did you watch the first game?
I watched the second game. Like the second game of the matchup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not a lot going on.
Yeah.
I almost fell asleep. What?
I'm a little bit out of it this weekend. What's the next game coming up?
Oh, next game we got is YOLO versus Joker Nord at 3:15.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, YOLO was previously were they the Rookie Cup winners?
I think so.
So we got 30 minutes before the game starts.
Not fun.
Take it away, Wally.
I mean, you could do what are our matchups this weekend?
What do you mean?
I just want to look at who all is playing. So we've got Task Force Kraken versus Pain's Killers.
And Task Force Kraken has won that game. 2-0'd them.
Okay.
I thought this match was going to go all the way to the end to not to the third game essentially, but at least last an hour so we can go right into the next game.
Yeah.
But it ended kind of.
HIQ versus P40.
What time is that game starting?
It started 15 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm not on that game. I don't know who is on that game.
I don't know either.
I think Net.
86 versus UGF. I don't actually know what UGF is, what fleet that is. Okay, so we don't have a full lineup of everybody streaming their games this weekend, it seems like.
What was that?
I said it seems like not everybody is streaming their games, and I don't know what the rules are yet about that. I've been super out of the streaming.
Me too. It's the first one I'm calling.
Yeah. For Ocean Cup 5.
I'm assuming if they're. Well, we already have. No, we don't have anybody's POV yet.
What do you think about Fault Line as a map?
I liked it.
You think we're gonna see any like really crazy strategies from anybody? It's a very small map.
It is a very small map. We didn't see. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of action from the first game, but I mean, I guess that's why those are two top tier fleets. So playing passively like that is a good strategy on how to win games. It might not be entertaining, but waiting for they're both teams are waiting for the other teams to make mistakes.
Basically, yeah. The interesting thing about Fault Line is it was the second map pulled out of that, poll, I guess. So it means that it is coming back. Our weeks 4 through 6, we're going to be seeing Loop, Greece, and North. And weeks 1 through 3, obviously, were Warriors Path, Fault Line, and Hotspot. The first map out of each poll is eliminated from the map pool for the rest of the tournament. So Warriors Path is going away, and we won't see it again. But Fault Line and Hotspot, I believe, are guaranteed to come back at least once.
Oh, okay. I like Warriors Path.
I do too.
I like Warriors Path more than I like Fault Line.
I am glad that Loop is going away after this next
I don't like
round
Loop.
of maps. Yeah, I don't. It's so big.
Big, it's dumb.
I don't have any problem with that. I think that island layout is very interesting. It's too big. There's just too much space. Like, there's no other map where you can be on the extreme flank of, of one side, like on the map border on either the right or the left side, and not be able to shoot into the B cap.
Yeah.
Because it's just so far away.
I should have did these separately. These like separate streams. Because I think we might lose some viewers who are. Nobody wants to sit here and wait like 30 minutes.
We'll go to an intermission then.
What am I going to do? Put on a YouTube video? Like, here you goes, kid. You want to watch Bluey?
Or pull up Vlad's stream and watch the Task Force Kraken game or something. I don't know.
It's already over.
Well, extra bonus round.
I'm not going to rewatch it.
Look, if you're just gonna shit on all my ideas, then...
Well, I was reading the chat and they said that they had both games pulled up at the same time. A lot of people, so.
Well, they're fucking nerds.
Why don't you tell a story? It's Halloween time. Do you got any ghost stories?
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Senna, and he started screaming the end.
I don't like this story.
That was the whole story.
Bad story.
When is this game starting again? You said 3:15?
3:15. So it's 2:50 now. So that means what? 20 minutes?
Can you get anybody from Pain to come in and do a interview?
I mean, nothing really happened. So what are they going to say? I don't know. I'm such a horrible commentator, dude, right now. I woke up like an hour ago before I guess I'm just out of it. I guess I'm just not awake yet. What do you got your pick on for the next game?
I think I'm going with YOLO.
YOLO, the Italians?
Yeah. I think they're up and coming. I think they're getting stronger. They've gotten a lot of experience under their belt recently, and they seem to be on the rise. You know, they're a strong team and they're getting stronger. And I'm gonna see how many times I can say that in different words. And the other thing is Joker Nord has been a little bit on the downslope here. They are still definitely a force to be reckoned with, but I think they've lost a few guys, or at least had a few guys lose interest in comp, and it seems like they've gone from being a strong contender every time to being kind of in the middle of the pack here.
Yeah.
I do expect a 2-1 victory for either way it goes. I am definitely expecting that it'll go to a full 3 games.
Nubs is like, play the game. I'm bored.
Yeah, well, Nubs can...
Yeah, you know what, Nubs? You tell him, Wally. Tell him what he could do. You go play Battlefield 6. That's what you could do. I was going to buy Battlefield 6 last night.
I've never been a big fan of Battlefield. I don't know. It's just not my game.
There's no better helicopter pilot than myself. I'll send that thing right into a wall. As soon as I get in it, right into the wall. I sent a message to Rambo seeing if he wants to stop over in the stream while we're doing this intermission. He just hasn't gotten back to me yet.
"20 agonizing minutes," Jim says.
Yeah, I don't know what to fill this spot with. I was gonna download an intermission video like from like the 50s where you're at a drive-in theater and
Oh, here's an interesting question. Why do you think SOA took the Shimakaze on Fault Line?
I'm gonna say probably to throw torpedoes.
Well, sure. But why Shimakaze over another destroyer? You know, you've got Vampire, you've got Daring, there's Z-52. Well, oh, hang on a minute. I think, what were the bans for that map?
I don't know. I know Gdansk because nobody played Gdansk, and
Right.
I don't know the other ones.
Look it up here.
I think everyone's just gonna ban Gdansk and maybe one of the drop ships. They didn't ban any of the drop ships on SOA because they brought a Gudin.
Okay, so Pain bans for SOA, Z-52 and Gdansk. And SOA actually did the same thing. So Z-52 and Gdansk with double bans. Interesting that I am actually seeing a lot of Gdansk and Z-52.
I don't know why
bans for
Z-52
everybody.
is being banned.
Well, it makes a lot of sense to me. You know, it's a strong destroyer. It's got that really strong, basically 6-kilometer sonar.
I just sent you the POV of
Yeah.
YOLO. Okay. So POVs are coming. Don't worry, guys. The game's coming soon. Stuff will be happening.
I think I like the Shimakaze pick. In light of the Z-52 ban, I think it makes a lot of sense on Fault Line. You've got tight corridors that everybody's going to be coming through, and the Shimakaze obviously has incredible torpedoes and a lot of them. So it does make a lot of sense. I just don't know if they got it to execute, you know, as well as they wanted it to. I only saw like the final half of that game, really, so I don't know how the Kleber of Angel Rambo took so much damage. I don't know if it was a Shima Torp or if it was something else.
Oh, yeah. I did not see that. I think Angel said he is on his way over here to talk. Maybe we can have 3 commentators. Who knows? I think Joker Nord is going to be sending over a couple POVs, maybe 2 or 3.
3 commentators doesn't work, in my opinion.
All right. It's just a thought. It's just an idea.
Well, your ideas suck!
Yeah, I know. I didn't see Pains throw a cruiser in that island to Cap B for Warrior's Path. I saw Angel trying to Cap B and them putting a cruiser next to Angel on the right.
Yeah. Yeah, defense is a really powerful tool for capping that mid cap on pretty much any map, and putting a defense on the middle cap, and then, you know, using your destroyers on the outside. It makes a lot of sense.
Hey,
All right.
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude.
One question for you, Angel.
Yeah.
We didn't actually get to see what your how you took so much damage on Fault Line. Did you take a Shima torpedo, or did you have an engagement with radars, or what?
Yeah, so what happened was that I was perfectly aligned with a torpedo from the Brisbane. So I went down. Yep, I went down from 11. Actually, before that, let me back up. So I backed into the cap. There was no DD on my side. At least that's what I told the guys, because I was not located by anyone. And then later I was located. The Shima must have rotated over or whatever. Anyways, so the radar came in. I was not expecting Brisbane to be on the far left side of the cap. But luckily for me, the radar didn't last very long. But I did get hit by the Ohio a little bit and then the Brisbane. So I lost a little bit there. And then I went down to 11K with a torp that was perfectly aligned with my stern. And then the second radar brought me down to that 4,400 or whatever. But I was able to take 20K off of the Ohio and make them less aggressive with my go all out and all that. So, because the 6KM torps are pretty rough on Colbert. Yeah. And you know me, I'm a torp guy. I love it.
Yeah, I was surprised you picked that ship.
Yeah, that was part of the lineup and part of the strategy, and I do what I'm told. I don't question it. But
I swore
also,
you were
like,
going to pick Holland.
Oh, not for that map. No, I was surprised they picked Shimakaze, to be honest.
Yeah, so that was my follow-up question: is when you see Shimakaze, what does that? How do you react to that? You know.
Well, you know there's going to be torpedoes every 2 minutes, but also the speed of Shimakaze being able to rotate undetected is very dangerous. The problem is on that map, though, is everything's in front of you. It's very hard to get around the flank. Like, Warrior's Path, that would have been a better Shima map, because you can get around without getting spotted. And then all of a sudden be at the broadside of or at the flank, excuse me, of a battleship broadside to you, because that's really the sweet spot of Shimakaze. And obviously you can zone torpedo the caps and all that stuff. But with the high concealment, or high detection of those torps, it's kind of hard to torpedo other destroyers unless they're just broadside in the cap like they're not supposed to be. But I was very surprised on the fault line. I would have rather played Shimakaze on Warrior's Path.
I thought game one was an absolute snooze fest.
It was a
test
match.
I was saying you guys are too patient, like teams, that you wait for the other teams to make a mistake. So the only reason why you guys were up as much like by 30 points is because nobody contested that C cap, but you had people contesting the A, the B cap, and C was just uncontested for just a little too long to get you guys up to 30 points, and then eventually it ticked up to where they needed to kill 2 ships on your end, and at that time there was only like 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that first game was a back and forth battle for points, and it's a very rare game in this, even in competitive. It's obviously more common in competitive than it is standard, but for us to not lose a single ship, I think kudos to both teams, just playing really smart. And but yeah, the cap contesting became the number one reason why we won both games. Shout out to Meep and Priest for doing just a bang up job of doing so. I was trying to float around whenever I got the cap in. Normally a cruiser was there to kind of take my spot so that I could move around, because Kleber, it's a good cap contester in the right hands, but it's not really built for that. It's built to get on the flanks. The problem is, in a competitive atmosphere, especially for Frontline, what flank is there to get? Like, you can't really go around anything, and the islands are so spread out that you just can't really do that safely. Unlike a map like, Two Brothers, for example, you can get around. There's so much open space. But it's a challenge, especially for somebody like me who's really good about predicting where torpedoes should be at what time, and kind of keeping people at bay. And with the daring, being able to single fire torpedoes, especially on fault line, is huge. You saw that when Meep was able to hit Priest was able to hit the Venezia. With his vampire torpedoes, but just the single fire torpedoes are really important on those maps, especially when there's a lot of islands for cover. But I've been seeing a lot of bigger ships going into that Charlie cap. I can't explain to you why. I think that's unless you're winning that flank, but that Charlie cap, those big ships should probably stay away from there because I mean you can get single fire torpedoed. I've done that to a few cruisers, and it's for me I find it hilarious because if you know there's a daring in front of you, you've already radared it, right? Get into a spot where there's like an island in front of you or something that you can block those torps. Because if I can single fire torpedoes, you're just sitting there capping, you're gonna hit 4 of them, and lose, basically free damage for us.
Yeah.
I do find it surprising that, like you were saying, Kleber is not terribly suited to fault line. I do find it surprising that a lot of teams seem to be running it on fault line. What do you think drives that?
I mean, in my opinion, my just personal opinion, I think what's happening is the ship bans definitely have probably the biggest influence on your ship picks. So, for example, if Gdansk and Z52 are out, right? Well, typically you're not going to play Shimakaze. You're not going to play Khabarovsk, unless you have a certain strategy. And obviously you can play every ship, to a certain degree in whatever strategy, but you got to have a strategy around it though. And most teams just can't build a strategy around Khabarovsk effectively against another team that's passive, because with Khabarovsk you want to attract damage and shoot from range and all that stuff, but you're also a destroyer, so if you lose that, then you have 2 other destroyers that are just basically SOL. You can't really help them out. So Kleber is kind of like your other pick. It's a good number 4 DD, number 3 DD. Definitely not a 1-2 punch. I think Vampire, Daring, and Z52 are still like in your top 3 for competitive. But yeah, no. And then the second reason would be Kleber has a very good top speed to be able to then rotate a lot quicker than anything else, especially like a Daring or Daring, Holland, and Vampire are really slow. So that's like basically your next flanker or rotator.
Yeah, and who was that cruiser next to you in B Cap Warriors Path? I think it was Doc, wasn't it? Was it a radar next to you?
Galaxy, yeah.
Yeah, because what we did on our strategy is we just stuck the cruiser in B and then had another DD go and help out the DD at A and kind of get that one out of the way. Do you think you could have put Galaxy just in that island and contest it?
Yeah, I think our biggest concern was just figuring out what was out here.
And I didn't think
2 ships.
I didn't think you were going to open up on that Vampire. I saw you hesitate for a second, and then you did, and went down to 9,000 health.
I didn't at first for 2 reasons. One, the shells, it said that it was going to hit the island, and then the other reason was that where I was going to shoot, I would have been spotted by the Ohio. Well, at the time when the Ohio was alive. And then so I was like, I waited. All right, cool. Ohio's dead. So then I had to shoot in a way so that the Vampire couldn't spot me when I shot. But then also I realized that, the Venezia died, and then there was nothing else to really shoot at me other than the battleship way on the other side over at Bravo. So, or I think it was a cruiser actually. But either way, I was safe to do so. I wanted to make sure of that. But we were up by so many points. It really didn't matter if we killed the Vampire at that point or not. But shout out to 6 Feet, who was in the I think it was at Brisbane there at Bravo, because that radar definitely helped basically secure not only that cap, but also secure that middle point, and he was able to trade before he died. So that was a great match for both teams in my opinion. Just I think fault line went more in our favor, and looking back at it, I realized that they had to switch 2 destroyers, so that obviously we already had the advantage at Charlie. So then that other destroyer that had to rotate from Charlie over to Bravo, especially like it was a Daring, I think, or excuse me, a Vampire. A Vampire is slow as hell, so
Yeah.
It took forever to get over there. So Where would the hold be so long?
Well, congrats. Do you guys know who you're playing next, or no, not yet?
No, I don't.
Well, congratulations on your win today. We are going to be going into the next game in a moment, but thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Great work out there. Take care.
Thanks, fella. See you, dude.
See ya.
So this match is going to begin in 5 minutes. Are you still there, Wally?
Yeah. So, in terms of the ship bans, we're doing non-mirrored ship bans now instead of the mirrored ship bans.
Yeah, you want to tell everybody what that means?
So, okay, what has previously been happening with the ship bans is Team 1 would pick one ship, and that ship would be banned to play for both teams. And then Team 2 would pick one ship, and both ships would be completely off the board for both teams. Okay, so let's say if Retro was playing Pain's Armada, Retro bans Gdansk, Pain's Armada bans Z52. Neither team can play them. Okay, that's called a mirrored ban. The non-mirrored bans that we're doing now, both teams have 2 non-mirrored bans. So in this instance, Retro can say, okay, I'm going to ban Gdansk and Louisiana. For Pain, so Pain's Armada can't play Gdansk and they can't play Louisiana, but Retro can. And then unless Pain also says, well, I'm also going to ban Gdansk and Louisiana. But if Pain's Armada says, well, I'm going to ban Gdansk and Z52, well, then Retro can still play Louisiana, but they can't play Z52. Right? So, with the non-mirrored bans, I have 2 questions for you. What do you think is a better system? Do you think the mirrored bans is a better system, or the non-mirrored bans is a better system? And
what?
How do you go about banning something? Do you ban for specific people, or do you ban for specific ships?
I normally ban for specific people. Obviously, like in Ocean Cup 5, being legendary tier Gdansk is like a must. The other ship you would ban for a specific person, like how we went up against Task Force Kraken, and we see them play a lot of Minotaur and how they play Minotaur well. Obviously, I want to ban that Minotaur. If we go against Hulk and SNA, like we did. We know Speedy plays the Louisiana. If he's not playing it, Rao's going to play it. That's why we ban Louisiana. It's just doing your research and watching the other teams play and see what their strong suit is. Like when Salty had Godzini, I'd want to ban anything that was an Italian cruiser because, him in a Venezia is dangerous. So we'd ban we'd ban the Venezia if we went up against him. It's just like situational. Wouldn't it be nice to ban players? I'm just waiting on Joker Nord's POV. I sent him a message, like a reminder, but nothing yet.
So what do you think is the better ban system?
The non-mirrored one, I think. How do they do the first one?
You just both teams pick a ship, and
each team picks one ship.
Yeah, each team picks one ship.
Well, here comes Joker Nord.
Yeah, and they haven't sent us a POV yet.
He's typing now. Cutting it close. 15 minutes before the game starts, everybody. 15 minutes.
Not 15 seconds, 15 minutes. But the good thing is we are minutes away from starting here.
Thank God.
Just so everyone is aware, let me read off these match bans here. YOLO bans for Joker Nord, Gdansk, and Z52. Joker Nord bans for YOLO, Gdansk, and Louisiana. So neither team is allowed to play Gdansk. Joker Nord is not allowed to play Z52, and YOLO is not allowed to play Louisiana.
Holy smokes, we got 3 POVs coming in.
All right.
But feel free to use all comms. I don't really want to include their comms.
Yeah.
There you go, you're getting a massive dump. Oh, and we got a face cam on Daniel. That'll be cool. That's new. Let me just put this waiting screen up to set everything up.
Oh, I see some interesting stuff happening already.
Well, they said that they don't care if we use the comms, so if they don't care and they don't mind, I don't mind.
If you take a look at Twilight Phoenix's POV, you'll see some interesting ship pics here. We're just waiting on one player from each team to jump in here, and then I think we should be off to the races.
Getting everybody's thing set up to live. I only see oh, you mean the Kerr first?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Kerr first with Azerlane Heinrich. I just hope he's not running 2 heels.
Her first as a pick. That is certainly a choice.
You got 4 POVs, right?
Yes.
From 4 POVs just from Joker Nord. This is the 4th one he just sent.
Oh Jesus. Where's our Iolo POV?
I got so many POVs right now. This is just going to be hard to navigate. I think I might have extras in here, doubles.
Joss 2K is the Iolo. POV.
No, Twilight Phoenix is, I thought.
No, Twilight Phoenix is Joker Nord.
No, Twilight Phoenix is...
Am I crazy?
Is
I might
YOLO.
be crazy. Okay, yep, I'm crazy. Never mind. You are correct.
I'm going to do my best to swap between POVs here. You're gonna have to let me know where the action's going.
This is all over.
I'm gonna stop it once everybody gets their ships picked, and then we'll read them out.
All right, so yeah, the GK is a super interesting one.
Here's the lineup for YOLO. We got Defense, Z52, Daring, Vampire, Guden, Des Moines, Wooster, BA Montana, and Loria. Over at Joker Nord, we got the Daring, Vampire, Gearing, Des Moines, Puerto Rico, Defense, Minotaur, Kurfürst, Loria.
I think I might keep one of these POVs just paused on the ship pick screen. All right, so I personally like the gearing in place of the Kleber. Well, actually, that's a bit situational. I like Kleber on Warrior's Path. I think gearing works just fine. I don't know that I necessarily have a preference of one over the other. I think you need to plan for what you're going to do with it. Gearing obviously has those incredible long duration smoke screens and the like million-mile torpedoes, and it's still an incredibly capable gunship.
I'm on board right now with local help for the Daring. Who you got?
I've got them up here, yeah.
Right off the bat, I think we're going to see Joker Nord's DD not going into the B cap, and they're going to put double DDs in the A. I know the Daring behind him, he's got the Puerto Rico for the radar support. I don't know what the other cruiser is.
Minotaur.
And how about on the YOLO side? Is anybody going into that B cap with the cruiser?
Yes, we've got all three destroyers going to the caps on YOLO. Looks like we've got. It looks like we're basically setting up for a 3-3-3 sort of hold across the board. YOLO going for a very balanced setup. The battleship from the B cap is moving over towards the BC side, so they may be pushing a little bit on the C side, having just a little bit of an extra presence on that C flank there. But the cruiser from the B spawn is going into,
torpedoes to starboard.
He's going to be on the bottom side of that south island there.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Not sure which region that is, but
Oh, okay. I got two POVs from Daniel.
Smoke screen set. I need intelligence.
see, look at this. This is where we've got the gearing coming in really handy here. Gearing is placing a smoke for the Minotaur of Joker Nord, because obviously they're playing the Minotaur as a radar cruiser. It's got that very powerful radar, and pairing it with that long duration gearing smoke screen is just a really incredible way to make sure your Minotaur doesn't explode on contact.
Your help would be great. Just a thought. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
So the Z52 of Edgar Bears,
Main turret
ILO,
critically
avoiding the radar for now,
damaged.
doing a good job and staying behind the island. All teams basically contesting the caps.
And YOLO right with the first cap and B.
Yeah. YOLO does take B.
Torpedoes astern.
Neither of the flanks doing much, although the Wooster of Barbas on YOLO does take about half HP from something. I must have missed it. Must have been the Lord.
I have to close this screen out, but I can't show their shit, so I have to put a I had to do this real quick. Get rid of
So
that.
I find this a little bit interesting. Both teams opting to put a 4 ship force on the sea cap. Both of them are bringing their battleship from the B spawn over to that seaside. They're overloading the sea cap. Now Joker is currently winning that battle.
Herfurst gets set on a triple fire. Damage cons it. He is running Heinrich's skill with the sucker punch shot, running only 2 heals. I don't like seeing that at all. You want survivability.
You're right. So we're seeing some action here on both of these flanks, which is pretty normal. This map tends to be flank heavy. You put a light presence on the B cap and focus your efforts on the flank. Jokernord has taken that to a bit of an extreme here. They put 4 ships on both flanks, and then the destroyer by itself on the B cap.
It's the perfect ideal spot for Barbas to be sitting in his Wooster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Puerto Rico taking the flank. Look at him go.
Now Puerto Rico is getting pretty aggressive here. It has quite a bit of I don't know what.
Oh, and right behind him, that's the battleship.
Yeah, I don't know what build he's running, but if he's running with Hoshino, super mega heals, then it can be pretty tanky.
Would you ever do that in your Puerto Rico? Oh, down goes the
Push up
vampire. Des Moines taking out the vampire from Jokernord.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a strong blow to lose this early. Neither team really up in the background scoring. That is to say, the points from the caps have been fairly even at this point. Neither team has a strong cap advantage. And, well, yeah, Iolo, or Jokernord responds in kind, taking out one of the destroyers of Iolo. So,
oh, there we go. We got a game.
about a 30-point lead in Jokernord's favor right now, but we all know that's nothing, you know.
Never tell me the odds. I think we do have live comms. We do have live comms on one of the POVs, so
See, this is if you look at Iolo's
Vi har
POV,
fått
right, this is the
sånn sett så kan jeg komme
problem. It can
over
be
til
very
deg og smi deg
tanky, but you have to be very careful about who can shoot at you. Where Puerto Rico gets into trouble is exactly this situation where you have a high DPM cruiser looking at you.
yeah, they already have the C cap. They should just play it safe. Let them come to them.
Absolutely. And Puerto Rico's, I'm expecting Puerto Rico to go down here because he's got 3 different ships looking at him, one of which is a Wooster. This is just a very bad situation for Puerto Rico to find himself in. He's overextended quite a bit here, in my opinion.
Spotta delen fra B. Ok. Og du får drop.
And that battleship, the Loria, is potentially in a similar situation. He's got to take the opportunity while Puerto Rico is being finished off. Loria needs to get the fuck out of there. Because Loria it has some similar issues, you know. It's not as strongly armored as a lot of other battleships. And it doesn't do well when it gets focused down really hard. So the Puerto Rico does go down. Iolo in the lead for the moment. However, they are losing the A cap. They've got the destroyer advantage on that A side. So I'm not sure they... Big hit on the Wooster from
Here's Barbas already. I think he might radar the The C cap. Oh, big hit on Wooster.
Yeah, and he's kind of being forced into exposing himself too. This is potentially not great.
Og de båtene må tas.
Another shot coming in. Ooh, yeah, Loria. Doesn't matter what angle you are. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter that Wooster's coated in 32mm. That sap does not care.
Vi får cappen.
Oh, I just seen that. Why am I?
Might have too many streams open.
Okay, I do. I think I do. I think I got the daring on right now. Is that who you watched that hit on for the Wooster?
No, I'm watching Wooster's POV.
Oh, you're watching Wooster's POV. Yeah, they're in. I think they're in complete different other countries, so that's why one is probably faster than the other.
Men jeg har en DD I front her nå som kommer rundt.
Is Wooster gonna go down?
He's safe for the moment, but he's on 4,000 HP with no more heals left.
So Daring is catching the enemy DD on Twisted Track. So potential torps coming at this battleship. If I was local, I'd stay out of the torp lane.
He's got sonar running for the next 30 seconds.
Fra midten kommer til A.
Here comes defense.
And they've pushed back that Wooster, so Daring should be able to play safely a little bit in here for the moment. Because if Wooster comes out...
There's Vampire. Vampire gets spotted at 5.1 kilometers. He's going to have his will to rebuild Steadfast Soldier active. It's going to be very hard to take out a Vampire.
Yeah, but
Tar de på poeng hvis vi holder cappene?
Loria's right there. I mean, they've got enough firepower, I think.
The Loria's turned away. He doesn't. I don't think he's got shots on him. Vampire's got him in the sonar.
Can the Loria get his guns around in time? Well, and the other question is, I don't think the cruiser can actually have line of sight on the Vampire either. I think the island is in the way.
Der det mine.
All right, locals out of the sonar of the Vampire.
Clone I nød her.
That was a very favorable trade for that Vampire. Doesn't really take a ton of damage himself thanks to that Steadfast Soldier skill, but takes a lot of HP off of the Daring. And Local is gonna be a little bit crippled here for the next.
Vampire spotted again. This time the Loria did shoot. Oh, big hits from the sap on the Loria. Down goes Vampire.
Okay.
Daniel just took a big nasty hit. He's gonna be down at 3,900 health. He's healing up though. So 598, 491, 4 minutes left in the game. Jokernoid's got A and C. They are collecting points.
All told, the Daring does make it out alive, and now he doesn't have to worry about a destroyer on his side anymore.
Curvers from Jokernord at 11,000 health, and guess what? Guess what, Wally?
Doesn't have any more heals.
He doesn't have any more heals.
Yep.
I think running Hyde as a commander for the Curvers would have been his best bet. Using 5 heals, he would have been able to stay alive. It's not standard. This is survivability. Yep. He's gonna get good shots on the Daring, it looks like. Nope, only one overpen. Loria. It's got his broadside. Down goes Curvers from Michael in the Loria. 589 to 576. This game is super close. C is now being capped by YOLO.
I think Local has a small delay on his stream. I think that's...
He sent two streams. One stream is with his face cam. That one is slower than the other stream he sent.
Oh, that's weird.
Down... Loria taking out the Mino.
Yeah, things are falling apart for Jokernord a little bit here. They've still got the background scoring, so if they can even up and get a kill or two, I mean, they're going to be in strong position, but their HP is a little rough here in some points. Their daring is low. It looks like their defense is still fairly healthy.
I'm on board with Super Mega Wallace in the defense. He's over at the A cap. He does have the Loria somewhere lurking in front of him.
And Loria can absolutely mess up that.
And here comes Loria. 15,000 damage off the defense. Michael, what are you doing? With the sap. I think if defense does have a smoke, he should pop it now. He's in a oh yeah, I was gonna say he's in a tough spot. Gooden Lee has his broadside, takes him out.
Question is, are any of those torpedoes that he put out gonna land? It didn't really look like it to me, but if he can, the Howden Lu was very low. If he can maybe land the one that he got over there, yeah. 50 seconds left, 40 seconds left. This is not looking good for Joker Nord. Loria goes down for Joker Nord, and at this point, I don't think they can get it done.
Well, I sent you a POV for the next game.
Okay.
So YOLO taking the first game.
Excellent, I would say, so excellent cap control by Joker Nord. You know, they had the background scoring for sure. And they had such a big advantage in background scoring that the points were still close, even though they were down, 2-3 ships. They just didn't play their HP as well. The Puerto Rico made an unforced error for sure. He way overextended and basically threw his life away for nothing. The GK not bringing more than 2 heals was a huge mistake in my opinion. I don't care if you want to run Heinrich, that's fine. Just you need to bring Master Mechanic. Like, why are you not bringing Master Mechanic in a comp game? You know that we're gonna be doing as much HE spam as we can. That's the name of the game in comp. It's a little baffling to me. So while Joker Nord had the map control, they didn't leverage it correctly. And they threw away a lot of HP for no good reason.
Okay, I think I got. I just had to switch streams around.
Yeah, we've got like 7 different.
I had
here.
2 of the same person, but one of them was with all their voices, but it was behind a little bit on the other one that he sent me.
Yeah.
This one's not hiding the room code. This one's not hiding the room code either. Are they all not hiding the room code? Oh, this one. Okay, we found one. Yep.
I do like what Joker Nord played there. They put 4 of their ships on either flank and focused really heavily on those flanks and just contested the B cap with 1 lone destroyer. And it worked out for them in terms of controlling the points. But they got overly aggressive on the C cap and lost HP. And they had, in my opinion, the incorrect builds for their GK on the A cap, and again lost HP for no reason. So the theory is sound there. Overload your flanks. what are we doing, guys? You know, GK with only 2 heals is just a silly choice.
See, that's why I'm tough on all you guys about your commander builds.
Oh yeah, yep. All right, we are readying up here for our next game, and I see one thing from Iolo that I don't, or I'm sorry, I see one thing from Jokernord that I
Is it
not
the
like.
Shima?
No, it's the Venezia.
What are you talking about? Venezia is a great ship for.
It is a great ship, absolutely, but it doesn't have the space to do what it needs to on fault line. The Italian cruisers need space to maneuver. They need space to exist. They can't. They don't do well, you know, in this stagnant bow tanking type play that Fault Line leads to, because Fault Line is such a tiny map with very narrow corridors.
I think it would have been better on Warrior's Path. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. Venezia would have been amazing on Warrior's Path. But Venezia just isn't a very good pick on Fault Line, in my opinion. Now, I'm perfectly happy if I'm proven wrong here, but I just don't think it's the right thing to
Prove Wally wrong, Jokernord. Prove him wrong.
Shimakaze is an interesting one as well. I think there's a lot of truth to what Rambo was saying earlier, where, you know, you want a map like Warrior's Path where there's a ton of space outside on the flanks for Shimakaze to slip by. But I also do think that, again, because Fault Line kind of funnels you into specific places, there's potential for Shimakaze to work really well here. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
I think if you're taking a Shimakaze just to throw out zoning torps, take a Holland. They're faster, they reload quicker, and you'll catch a DD by surprise more often, you know?
That's
and you can
very
gunboat.
valid
If you
point.
need to use your guns, you can always use the Holland guns.
It's a very valid point, yeah, for sure.
Michael's going to be spotted in his Ohio over at the C flank. They are putting each DD into A, B, and C of YOLO. Let's go.
Who are you looking at right now?
I'm looking at Barbas, the booster.
Okay. Yeah, bringing that battleship over. And here's the other interesting thing is both teams opting for a 3 destroyer, 4 cruiser, 2 battleship lineup on both maps so far. So
Barbas has 4 people looking at him. Had 5 at one point.
Yeah, he's actually in a pretty good position though. To
on his radar, he's not going to pick anything up. He doesn't have stealth radar.
He's using these islands very effectively in order to stop people from shooting at him. Although Louisiana's going to drop on him. We're going to see if he takes anything from that.
This is exactly where we had our booster set up to, right at this island. Now he picks up the daring, but he's only got. He had half a second left on his radar.
Manages to avoid the Louisiana torps. And isn't. Yeah, he's able to get stop in time so that he doesn't poke out and take some of that nasty AP.
And this is a perfect This is a perfect island for the booster because you can't really get lobbed over this island if you're that much tucked up to it. But you could also throw shells like we saw over to Louisiana just by.
And look at that! He had 4 or 5 people looking at him. He's taking up a lot of attention right now, and he still hasn't taken a single point of damage.
Yeah, there's no battleship support.
Here, yeah.
There's no battleship support over here on A. But it looks like he's coming over now.
Definitely doing a lot of work in taking up the
They got double radar over here at A. Des Moines and Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I hope they communicate with each other and they don't pop their radars at the same time.
Yeah. Now, I tend to be a little bit 50-50 on whether stealth radar is worth it or not, but on Worcester, I think you really always do want to be running stealth radar. Like, yes, it's got that 32mm armor, but Worcester can get caught out way easier than most of the other. Oh my god, do you see that Des Moines? Somebody slapped the shit out of him. Des Moines might go down here if he's not careful. On the Joker Nord side.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes to starboard.
Wow, what a dodge by Barbas in the dodging those torpedoes.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Here comes more
This Daring,
torpedoes.
he's in his radar range, and he's got his radar back right now.
How much was he in the radar range though?
He was like 8.2. Maybe it was 8.9. I don't remember exactly. But that's the thing. See, like Worcester, what I was saying is, you know, Worcester is one of those ships that it can get caught out by a shot from a battleship a lot easier than a lot of the other radar ships at legendary tier. So I don't really know why he's not running the stealth radar on this. It just, I don't think it's worth it on some ships, but on Worcester it absolutely is worth on. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't be running it, the stealth radar.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
See, so if you switch over to Joss 2K's POV here, he's in the Venezia. He's on the other side of this Worcester. He's not able to really do much here. Now, yeah, he is going to get a good shot into the bow of this Worcester, but like, we're seeing him push into this cap a little bit, but he's pigeonholed. He can't get out now unless he backs out. And yeah, he's used his smoke. It'll cover him, but it'll only cover him if he starts backing out right now and just commits to backing out. If he stays in this cap when his smoke is down, he's just stuck, and there's nothing he can do about it, really.
I don't have that POV. I got Colombo, Daring, and Barbas in the Worcester.
You were the one that sent it to me.
I know, yeah. Don't send me any more POVs. I can't see it. I'm on board with the Colombo right now.
Okay.
Joker Noid does have A and B cap. They just have to play passive now. Let the points tick up in their favor.
And not throw away their HP like they did last game.
And I saw the DD over at sea took a torpedo. And I think it was a Shima torpedo because it looks like it hurt. No, Joker was running the Shima. But he did take a torpedo. From the Z-52, and here comes Edgar trying to finish him off. There's 4 cruisers stacked up in the same square at A.
Yeah. And they've got a lot of firepower, and they are hitting this Worcester pretty hard. I don't really know why the Worcester has gotten out from behind his island. He does survive for the moment. He's able to set the Des Moines on fire again.
I think Colombo might be pushing into C-cap, and I don't know if this is going to be a good idea.
He's not spotted. He's got the smoke. He could pop it, and all right, he's just spotted there. So he pops the smoke, and it looks like he is gonna full commit to that push.
Looks to be like a secondary Colombo.
Oh, he's pointing backwards. My bad. He's
He is.
pushing
He's backwards.
out of the cap. Yeah, he's getting
He's
out
on,
of there.
he's on the sonar of the Z52.
Problema risolto, signore.
And he took some big nasty hits from the Guden.
Yeah, and Ohio. I mean, this is one of the big weaknesses of Colombo is it's got that like stepped
Siluri dritti di
plate
poppa.
on the back there that catches shells really easily. So when you're trying to kite out,
Abbiamo una falla
and
nello
now he's on a
scafo, stiamo
permaflood,
imbarcando molta acqua.
he's gonna take the full duration of that flood, and I don't think he's gonna survive it. Yeah,
No.
Colombo is 100% going down.
Yep.
Jokernord, again, controlling the caps fairly well, but losing out on their HP battles here. Now, they're doing fairly well on the A cap, but they need to make something happen. And
Well, down goes
they've already-
Barbas.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was a little bit given at some point that he was going to go down. He was on pretty low HP. BA Montana is very low. You could Jokernord could get a kill if their Louisiana and Venezia coordinate here to get him down. But they need spotting. They've got the ability to potentially push into this A cap here.
Yep,
but
here's
Howden-
Vampire getting spotted.
Howden takes down the defense of Jokernord.
Oh, nice
Vampire
shot
goes
from
down,
the Venezia.
Yep.
Proving Wally wrong.
I mean, yeah, look, Jokernord is boxed into a corner here. They've got 4 minutes left. They're down by 2 ships. They're down in points at this point. They need to make a heavy push happen. They need to kill probably defense and BA Montana at least.
Yeah, that defense is just going to run to the back of the map, though. He doesn't need to.
So is the BA Montana. And I just don't see... And then they've also got to contend with a fairly healthy crew coming in from the C cap.
Wally, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. You gotta take over comms right here. I'm on the daring right now of
Okay.
local.
So local is fairly low HP. But that doesn't really matter. They've got control of the A cap. They're taking control of the B cap. I don't know what the HP situation of everybody is over on the B cap. But yeah, Tuna. Well, 3 minutes left now, 250. Slowly getting that background scoring back. They need to kill this BA Montana. Local is pinging him. They've got some spots. This western side of Iolo is in full retreat here, and for good reason. They know that if they can just stretch this out for long enough. Oh, and the Louisiana goes down from Jokernord. This has gone from bad to worse. And Shimakaze goes down as well. I don't see any way for Jokernord to come back from this.
Smoke generator.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Local smoking up here, trying to farm down the Montana. Des Moines finally goes down despite hanging on for a thread for the entire match. And Venezia goes down. ineffectually. I just that position for the Venezia, he just couldn't really affect the match quickly enough. Yeah, they did finally win the yeah, and Joke Local is just gonna give it up. He knows this is done. He knows there's no way for him. Good sportsmanship not to drag out the match.
Oh yeah. All right, now I'm back. All right, so that was it. We got 5 minutes until the next game. I sent you all the POVs.
I still think that Venezia was the wrong spot to pick. I mean, yes, they did win the ACAP eventually. But once they won the ACAP, Venezia didn't do anything. Okay, they took out a destroyer. Any cruiser in that position could have done the same thing. And I just don't see how the Venezia was truly affecting that match. You know?
Yeah. We got a lot of POVs. Look through on this one now. Got my stomach, man. I DoorDashed Denny's this morning. Bad choice. Bad choice.
I like Denny's.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I gotta go into your messages to see all the POVs because I didn't set any of them up yet. So Yellow takes out Joker Nord 2-0. Next game up is DHL versus DFS.
Well, I am a little bit surprised that was a 2-0. I mean, the first game was very close. The second game was it was still fairly close, but it wasn't as close.
We can't have two of the same.
I mean, about the middle point of that match there, it tipped into ILO's favor and Joker Nord just never got a chance to bring it back.
I'm setting up all the POVs now.
Yeah. Dark. Okay, let me pull up the bans for this game. DFS. So DHL bans Gdansk and Louisiana. DFS bans were not submitted, so I don't know what. People are pretty forgiving typically with this ban system, especially since it's fairly new. I imagine that DFS just sent the bans to DHL in a private message somewhere, but I don't know what those are. Okay, so the Winds and Goat 1944 are... Oh, one of the DHL players almost started a standard match.
I saw that. I think that's Dark Architect. He's also a YouTuber. He streams. I think they got their comms on.
Good now.
Yeah, they got their comms on accidentally.
I don't know who's
so we'll have to
which one, like which team that is.
I'm
not familiar with these rosters.
I'm not familiar with either team either. I know. Well, DHL is a combination of two fleets. What two fleets? I don't know. Oh. Nope, I don't know. I do recognize a couple of names. I recognize Jester. I recognize Moist Dumplings.
So, okay, DHL is a combination of several fleets, actually. Mostly in harm's way, but there's some Task Force Leviathan players and some Dows? DOWS? I don't recognize that fleet tag. And DFS is defenstration. Okay, so Dark Architect is defenstration. Dark Architect. It looks like Dark Architect is the only DFS POV that we have. The other three look like they are DHL. Yeah.
I think I don't think Dark Architect listed this as unlisted because I see people in his chat talking. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, now it has hit the 4 o'clock range. Oh, yeah.
We're just waiting for the DFS guys to get here, it looks like.
Yep.
So what do you think went wrong with Joker Nord on that second game there?
Well, they did have great cap control. I think the positioning of the ships were just needed work. They needed better work on a strategy of where to position ships. Yeah, I just think that was the issue.
Yeah, they had what, like 4 cruisers behind one island on that A cap?
Yeah,
I think they had 3 cruisers, and then they had the destroyer over there, and then they had a battleship not too far away from that.
Yeah, and all YOLO's DD like didn't really have to go into the cap to get away from those 2 radars of the Puerto Rico and the Des Moines. He really just had to sit and bait those radars out and then go up a little bit, making those radars kind of useless at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, the positioning of YOLO was just better overall. They played their HP better. Again, a theme from their first game. And I also think that their ship picks, we've talked about Venezia. It doesn't seem like the Shimakaze worked well either. So I'm starting to think that Rambo was onto something when he was, Shimakaze can work in a comp setting, but I think you really do need to have a map where you've got wide amounts of area on the flanks that Shimakaze can slip through undetected.
Oh yeah.
And Faultline is not that.
I don't think I'll be doing 3 games in a row next time. I think I'm just gonna take what I can handle.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot.
I gotta go to work as soon as this game is over.
I wish it would start. I don't know what we're waiting for.
Well, if you want to know what they're waiting for, just go over to Dark Architect's POV and unmute him because he has his mic on. He's probably talking about it. DHL is a merger between Task Force Leviathan, Dows, and In Harm's Way. So do we have anybody in chat that wants to make a suggestion on who's going to win? Any bets? DHL or DFS?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I think... I'm kind of thinking that it's gonna be DHL with the win here.
Why do you say that?
More experience. DFS is. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. That I think defenstration DFS is gonna win the here. Let's see. I can't remember.
What is the time limit to actually have everybody here?
15 minutes past the game start.
So in 10 minutes exactly.
Yeah, DFS might be. It sounds like they're having trouble finding some people actually. Oh yeah, I'm listening to Dark Architects. He's saying that he had 5 people drop out at the very last minute. They had a full 9 plus 2 subs, and then at the very last minute they had 5 people drop.
Let's go game chat.
So they're having some staffing issues.
Let's go game chat, guys. I'm gonna switch over. Just so we can start talking. Going to game chat. Okay, can everybody hear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. No Quake today, Coddington?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I heard
Anybody
there's two people coming, but you know.
Yo guys, how's it looking people-wise?
We're sitting at. We're sitting at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I mean, we're waiting on 2 or 3, but I haven't said anything.
Are you?
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Trying to grab somebody, but
because whatchamacallit, I want to get the matches started in 15 minutes if possible.
15 minutes, okay.
Yep. All right, appreciate.
They actually should be starting in.
We can try to hash it out with just the 6 of us.
8 minutes.
no, it wouldn't work that way. We need 7. At least.
You need 9. You need all 9.
Nobody wants to.
Well, the
join.
rules allow you to
Now, 6v9 versus would be ridiculous.
But the rules also say that you can't start a match with you have to have a minimum of 7 players.
Wally, get over there and help them. Get on their team. Which one's DHL? The team 1 or 2?
Team 1.
I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that all these people are off. Crazy.
This sucks. I feel his pain, dude. I feel his
Yeah,
pain.
man, it's hard to get people organized for this stuff. You know, we've both experienced this, and I understand that people have lives and not everybody's like fully committed to comp, but you know, if you're gonna sign up for a competitive game, you need to be able to make sure that do your best to show up.
I see that.
They have 7 minutes until this game could be officially won by forfeit. If Team 1 decides to do that, if they want to choose to wait.
See if I can get him.
Now, then you might run into the problem. You also need to get people in who are on the roster. If you get people who are not on the roster, you're also subject to forfeit the game also for getting players who are not on the
I mean, it does
roster.
say Chris is online, but I don't know what he's doing.
GK Racer's saying that he'll pay anybody $10
Yeah,
who
but he's
Dev
not
Strikes Goat 1944.
available.
Yeah.
Jay
know what
Fott
he
saying,
has.
"Put me in, coach." He's ready.
We're gonna start this by 4:15. I don't know.
Maybe we can try to get Viper to get on, but
That's what I'm trying to do. Let's see.
could we try to get
Grab
Viper
some-
get on, or?
Yeah, this is just a super unfortunate situation.
Wally, you see the room code. Get in there. Get in there.
I don't think it
Yo,
works that way,
if
Senna.
you guys are able to get 7+, we can just give you guys a bot and play like that.
I mean, that's
At least
fine.
give us a bot.
We need you guys to have 7 though.
Yeah, so we need 7 now. Trying to see if I can get one more.
Jay, yes, the rules say that you can put bots in, but you have to have a minimum of 7 players. Otherwise, it's a forfeit.
I think they should just, if they can't find anybody, roll the game with 6 and put the bots in.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a guaranteed 2-0 that way, but it's kind of a guaranteed 2-0, and it is a guaranteed 2-0 if you're forced to forfeit anyways, so you never know.
I want to see this game, though. I want to see these two guys go at it.
I think this would be a super interesting match, yeah. Jay says, was it Wasa who won a match with a bot? Well, maybe it was. I don't remember, but that's Wasa. If anybody can be down a guy and come back, it's
And if you
definitely-
if you were to put a bot in, what would you do? All Schlieffens.
Yeah, but a Schlieffen bot is gonna have the stock secondary range. I don't know. I'd be tempted to put a destroyer in just because, at the very least, you'd get some spotting out of it, and they always like put down their smoke screens. You might get some utility out of a destroyer bot. Oh, there's Vol. Vol says he wants to be put in.
Put him in. Get him in there. There's the room code. Get in there.
Seems like it's looking like it's going to be a forfeit. Yeah, again, legit and Vol, you are allowed to use bots, but the rules specify that you have to have a minimum of 7.
If you can get Tiger in
actual
here, that'd be
players.
great. just one of them. Where'd he go? Go back to party. Let's see. Hey Noah, can you join?
Yeah, I can join.
Okay. Room code's 3010.
3010. Okay.
Yep.
Just
Oh, we've got.
these.
Pick I don't know, just pick a destroyer, I guess, if you got one.
Destroyer.
Or cruiser.
I can pick a cruiser. But if you need a destroyer, I can do it.
We've got somebody
I
joining.
mean, destroyer preferably.
So it looks like they're gonna have the
Okay.
minimum of 7 players, at the very least.
Yep. Okay, sweet. We got 7.
So now that they have 7, can they put 2 bots in?
I believe that is allowed. I'm pulling
Because
it up here.
somebody said in chat that you can only use up to 1 bot. Alpha said
Yeah,
1
I
bot.
know. Alpha said that. I'm pulling it up.
I think you should just let them use 2 bots. Just let them use 2 bots.
Let me see.
If a team is unable to gather 9 players for a match, they may use bots.
bot
They may
do you guys
play
want?
under strength.
Yo,
Connington,
yeah, I was-
all that.
They may request the opposing team to play the game on an equal standing. They may forfeit.
May just be a wash, man. Bots is gonna be brutal.
Teams may not play with less than 7 real
it's better than
players.
just forfeiting, because if you forfeit,
Yeah.
it's just guaranteed 2-0.
So it doesn't say anything about how many
Right.
bots,
Yeah.
you know, you're limited to. or
Okay,
anything
I'm
like
gonna
that.
ready up.
I gotta run to the bathroom
see.
again. I'm still on Dark Architect.
What do you guys want, team?
I'll be right back.
Connington.
All right, so it looks
Centauri,
like
what
this
do you
is
guys
going to
want?
happen. Probably.
What do you mean, for a bot?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we lost Noah? Oh, no, there
Noah's
he
coming
is.
back in.
I think it's
Yeah, they-
Schlieflin if nobody's playing.
Yeah, pick. I mean, Schlieflin
DFS
would be
is
fine.
and what else?
allowed to request that DHL
Throw
play a
They're just
7v7.
They're just gonna rush in and
but
die.
DHL is not required to play 7v7.
I don't know. Throw Montana or Ohio in there.
Alright, bet. Cool beans.
Sorry about the headache, guys. Trying to get this all scheduled, but
Yo,
It's harder
by the
than-
way,
it's harder than it looks.
Louisiana's banned for you guys, so
No, I thought it was meant for you guys.
it's 2 non-mirrored bans. We banned Gdansk.
Bringing in some bots.
okay,
here.
then
You
pick
guys
something
also
else.
did the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
that-
I can go back and pick something up.
yeah. Snake, you might need to pick something else.
Yeah, no Gdansk.
Sorry
and
about that.
Louisiana. Yeah,
That
no
wasn't
problem.
made clear. 'Cause I checked the Discord and it didn't show it specifically, so.
What about Vermont?
That's fine.
Yeah, it's in the bans channel. It can be a little confusing. I feel you.
We've got a Schlieffen bot.
Yeah,
and a
I thought Dark
Montana
said it was
bot.
only for your guys. They couldn't use
We've got-
Louisiana.
looks like Vermont.
I
Concourse,
thought so,
and
but
we
it wasn't
couldn't.
clear.
DFS is
Okay.
going for
In the future,
I
go
guess
to
4
TFN
battleships. I mean,
server
that
and
makes a lot of
just go to
sense.
the
Okay, is
main
that
channel and
Discord?
They'll be in there. Yeah.
Is that a
the
Discord?
bots.
Okay.
You gotta
I'm not
give
in
them
their
as much
channel, that's why I
as
wasn't.
they can.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's
so
not
next
ideal.
time do that. All right.
Yeah.
We are
Going back
finally
to
getting
RPC,
into
I'll
this.
see y'all.
Yep, see ya.
Okay.
We've got it.
Thanks.
So, I will pause my stream for a second when they all finish readying up.
Okay, everyone game
We
chat?
have got on the side of DHL,
Yep,
we've got a
game chat.
Kleber,
Okay,
Z52,
sweet.
a Vampire 2 for the destroyers.
Shoot, switch
We've
back.
got Minotaur,
Yep, switching
Defense, Howden Liu.
Up.
And then Colombo, Laria, and Preussen. Interestingly,
Game chat is very buggy.
DHL is foregoing.
I don't see
one of
why.
their
I don't see why
one of
Wargaming
their
hasn't
radar
fixed the
slots.
game
They're
chat.
only taking one radar in the form of Minotaur.
Okay, stick close. Let's hold our sides.
Game chat has been buggy since they added
that
Crash by
drops
Divisions.
ship, airstrike.
Do this.
But they don't
Testing,
have
testing.
a third radar or a
Yep.
second
1, 2, 3.
radar, I guess.
Yep, here you.
I'm back.
Even
I'm back.
more interesting.
I got.
Get their
on the
comms
side of
off.
DFS has gone for the same thing. DFS only has one radar as well. Both teams only one radar. That's odd. to
So
me.
what happened
I mean,
with the bot situation? What went on?
We've got two bots on the side of DFS, and they have 7 real players. So that DFS has a.
What are the bots?
I've got the shift fix here. DFS has a Daring Z52, Hindenburg, Venezia, Puerto Rico, Vermont, Conqueror, and then they've got the Schlieffen bot and a Montana bot.
I think one of those bots is already spotted because he's heading right through the middle.
Yep.
If only it was like super AI bots, like they were like super tough, you know?
Yeah.
Did they spawn together? Oh, they spawned together. The AI bots spawned together.
That's kind of rough.
Let's see how it
They
plays
are
out.
they're going to charge that B cap, and it's going to make some issues for DHL. So they're going to be forced to deal with the bots. But I don't know how much of a problem it's really going to be. It's going to be interesting. Puerto Rico playing with he's not playing with Stealth Raider, and he's not playing a
Can you imagine if they win with the bots?
that would be so funny. I would be impressed.
That I would definitely be impressed too. Here they go, Montana and Schlieffen heading into B cap. Is there any POV that's close to these bots?
The Vampire too. It's Jester from In Harm's Way.
Jester.
He's on the B cap.
Dark Architect. Okay, here's Jester. Montana already down to half health. And Montana goes down. There goes Zavo.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't get a ton of utility out of those bots. No surprises, really. They probably did some amount of damage to that cruiser that's on the B cap, but likely not a huge amount.
And down goes Schlieffen. Well, they lasted, 3 minutes?
About what you'd expect.
They're making a heavy push over here on C.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do something when you're down like this, right? You're hoping to play off of the distraction of the bots. So you're trying to do a heavy push on the one of the destroyers for DFS goes down on the A cap. So right off the bat, 4 minutes in, DFS has lost 3 players. I guess technically only 1, but you know what I mean. And they're trying to make a heavy push into this B cap. I like the idea here. I don't know if it's going to work. And I have severe doubts about it, to be honest. They got to deal with this defense.
Okay. I'm gonna push
there's
defense.
the torpedoes coming out. They've got a battleship here to overmatch the
they got
defense's
the
bow.
Mino coming around.
Yeah.
Ooh, big hit on the defense.
Yep. Defense is probably going to go down, but Hindenburg also goes down. I mean, they couldn't afford to lose anybody in this push.
Down goes defense. I think we are going to see that Minotaur and that other battleship coming around the sea and sandwiching these guys.
Venezia goes down from... Oh, I'm sorry. Venezia on DFS goes down. Yeah, I understand. Like I said, I understand the thought process behind this push, and I think it was a good idea. You know.
Yeah, I mean, what else can he do?
But right, what else can you do? You know, you're put in a pretty difficult situation.
Here comes Goat and the Minotaur. Shot a little too early on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Now, and see again, this is where Puerto Rico struggles, is against these IDPM cruisers, especially in close range where you don't get that single knockout punch.
That's Azerlane Cheshire coming in play with that bounce back skill. Goat only taking a couple of deflections.
Gonna be a fairly quick one here.
Oh, yeah.
It's unfortunate. Being down 2 people is a pretty severe handicap.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
but the fact that they're still playing with 2 bots and you know,
I mean, it's good experience. Why not play? If you do something crazy enough, you might get a win out of it, as opposed to just a guaranteed 2-0 if you forfeit. And I definitely feel for the DFS guys, because I know how difficult it can be to wrangle 9 people. And from the sound of it, he had 5 people just drop out all at once at the very last second, which is rough.
They're not committed. They're not committed to the cause.
Yep, absolutely. If you're going to sign up, you got to be ready to play. I do a little bit wish that DHL would play a 7v7. They are allowed to do that.
But like, are they allowed to? You can't force them into playing 7v7.
No.
Right?
So the team that is down in players is allowed to request that the other team play at their level, at a 7v7 or whatever. Yeah. But the other team is not required to do.
And I don't think they know that. I don't think.
Well, and I mean, if I'm
because you heard you heard earlier, like they didn't understand the mirrored bands either.
If I'm DHL, I don't know that I. Yeah, it's a quote unquote friendly comp game, but there is actual prizes on the line here at the end of the thing, and you know, yeah, it feels bad to just roll over guys who are down people, but do you really want to risk losing a game by taking a 7v7? I don't know. I can see both. I can see why you would say, yes, let's just do the 7v7. It's good sportsmanship. But I can also see why you wouldn't want to do that. It makes sense. You want to win the competition. You want to win. It's within the rules. No hard feelings, I'm sure, from anybody. It's an unfortunate situation.
Hard feelings from me. You don't see the Montana and the Schlieffen. Kolo Metsev, very good player. He's been around for almost 6 years, playing the game since the beginning. Zabo and the Montana, a hell of a Montana player. Yeah, hell of a Montana player.
So we're going to get into fault line here. I don't think anybody changed it a huge amount. Well, DFS actually took a Shimakaze. It's super interesting seeing a lot of teams playing Shimakaze on fault line.
Who took Shimakaze?
DFS. A lot of teams are falling into that trap of looking at the tight lines, that people that people funnel through on this map and thinking, oh yeah, Shimakaze has tons of torps. I'll just throw a shit ton of torps down that funnel and they have to run into them, and then it just doesn't work because comp is a lot more passive than people think about.
I wonder where those bots are going to show up.
Yeah.
There's Zolo, or Zovoy, Zoltan. Remember that from Dude, Where's My Car?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, Wally. Well, all right. It's a classic movie. It's about these two guys. They can't find their car.
Sounds classic. And by classic, I mean bad. It sounds bad.
It's a good movie. It's funny. I think that is the Schlieffen pushed into B.
Yeah, I think both the bots spawned in the middle again, and I think they're pushing in that B cap. DHL just ignoring the C cap, interestingly.
Are they? I'm on Jester right now.
Yeah, alright, maybe Jester's going... Okay, I think they're swapping the defense over to the C side is what they're doing. Okay. That does make a lot of sense. They're just swapping some people out. They're doubling up on their DDs on the B cap.
Zabo spotted in the Montana, takes a nasty 20,000 shell to the face.
Again, you got the well,
I don't see the Schlieffen. Where's the Schlieffen?
Yeah, I don't know where the Schlieffen is.
Where is the
Montana's just charging
Schlieffen?
into the B cap, but I have no idea where the Schlieffen went. I think he must be on the A side. which is actually really helpful for DFS.
Yeah, but I don't. Do they have a? They don't have a destroyer over there on the A though.
No, but they've got one coming in through the gap there, so they can commit pretty hard on this A cap.
Down goes Schlieffen.
Yeah, all right.
We thought he was gonna do a crazy push, but down he goes.
They had an opportunity. I think they've let it slip through their hands a little bit.
Down
there.
goes Zabo. I think Jester's pushing in now. Ooh. I'm tired. He's spotted. Oh, runs right into an Ohio.
This is a decent matchup. Well, decent-ish matchup for the defense. Because obviously you got those bow-mounted torpedoes, but Ohio has no problem dealing with that.
Who else is that back there?
I don't know. Laria, maybe?
It was something. Yeah, it was something with Sap.
Torpedoes direct front.
No, but it must be Venezia, because it's got a smoke screen.
Smoke screen set.
Daring still on the sonar.
Yeah, pushing pretty heavy on the A cap or the C cap here. This Daring is probably gonna die.
Torpedoes direct front.
Yep, down goes Daring. Down goes Prusen to Ashima.
Good kill for DFS. Oof. Defense, why do you have HE loaded on a broadside, Ohio? It's trying to get these torps off, but man, you just need to load that AP. You should be able to absolutely.
Yeah, Daring takes
that.
care of him.
Yeah, that Ohio was pinched pretty good between the Daring and the defense. DFS has pretty solid control over the A cap, but that's about it, unfortunately.
I think we're gonna have to call it here because I just taken the two bots and
yeah,
it's.
I mean, Laria goes down. It was DFS needed a miracle for this to have, for them to get a win, even one win. They knew that with two bots coming into this, and like we said, it's just an unfortunate situation. They've got some players that sounds like aren't as committed as they should be. Kleber coming in, trying to add insult to injury. Torp rushing one of these guys.
There he is. Watch out, watch your nose. And
Minotaur right there.
Radar. He's a radar Minotaur, I'm gonna guess, right?
Yep.
That's good. That's gonna blow balls.
Here comes Mino. I'm on Dark Architects POV.
Yeah.
That's the best dispersion I've seen from Puerto Rico.
Nice. That was a nice little pop on his ass.
It does very well in close range.
There you go.
That's not good.
Okay, destroyers
Mino
right
goes
there.
down.
Get rid of this Venezia. That'd be good. Been a pain. Start taking.
The Houtenlu is hurting quite a bit. And it's probably going to go down at any moment here.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got somebody over here too.
DD. I'm gonna try to help you with DD.
Puerto Rico on very low HP.
I thought the sonar was 5.6 on that thing. I don't know how in the hell.
Trying to save his Shimikaze. Managed to get the.
Yeah, he's being sandwiched now.
Yeah, I mean, a valiant effort.
Yeah, I'm dead.
By DFS.
I tried to help you with that DD.
I appreciate that they are willing to try, even though they are down people.
Oh yeah.
But it looks like that's gonna do it. DHL with the unsurprising 2-0 here on a weakened DFS roster due to personnel shortages.
Well, that's it. That's gonna do it. You still there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading your chat. Prima, I called you nerds because you are nerds. Who the fuck else is gonna watch a competitive World of Warship games on a Sunday afternoon?
Hey, you don't talk. You don't.
Nerd.
You don't talk to her like that.
I'm just saying.
Zoltan, awkward hand gestures. I can't
If
believe you
the
guys
shoe
never seen that
fits.
movie. All right, well, I'm gonna end the stream now. I gotta go to work.
All right.
Thank you for joining me, dude, because I don't know how I
Yep.
would have done it by myself. The first game was pretty rough.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, I'll catch you later, buddy.
All right, later.
All right, that concludes the games today. Game 1, we got Payne winning over SOA. Game 2, we got YOLO beating Joker Nord. And Game 3, we have DHL beating DFS.